Yeah, come on! Welcome to the Yeah Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on, and yeah, come on, snow and ice.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
I'm already burned out.
You are?
Yeah.
No, dude, it's coming, baby.
I'm a weather denier. To me, it feels like COVID. Like when COVID first started, I was like, if we just stopped talking about it, it would go away. It would not be a big deal. Let's stop talking about it.
Well, that's true.
And that's kind of how I feel about the weather,
well,
too.
the weather's not true. The weather can cause danger. It can cause a car to slide off the road. You could get stuck in it. You may not be prepared. You're in the elements. Kids on school buses without seatbelts. I don't know.
I died laughing last night. I was TikToking, and there was I'm assuming an AI thing, and it was making fun of school closings because of the weather. And then the video is of the school bus barreling through the snow, jumping. Yeah. Meanwhile, in 1987, we're going to school. Whether it's
We're
snowing or
going.
not. And I sat there and watched it on a loop for like 5 minutes, just laugh. I'm sore. From laughing.
Hard. Guess what? I saw the same one. There's two.
Okay.
One of them is a ramp where the bus jumps.
Yeah.
And I think the kids were trying to block the school bus. You know, like back in the day, you don't want the bus to come. And then the other one was, kids were on it, and it's like an 80, like you said, an 80s driver. And he's like, no, man, we're getting through it. Got to drop the hammer.
Hell or high water, we're going to school. It's not closing.
Yeah, and kids are holding on, and they're like, yeah. And guess what? When things like that happen, you didn't go home. You didn't tell your parents or anything. Now, kids will be like, Mother, the bus driver was driving horribly, and this bus driver's going to lose his job. Back then, you high-five the bus driver.
Yeah.
You're like, later, man, between us.
And bus driver, I have very strict bus drivers. Like, they were like,
do you remember their
silent
names?
Bus.
Do you remember?
What?
Their bus driver's name?
I think I had one named Mr. Westerbrook, and he was an older dude, and he was kind of a hard ass.
Oh.
And you couldn't get off if it wasn't your stop. You couldn't just get off wherever you wanted. Like you had to have permission to get off at a different stop. And I remember I snuck off the bus one time, just visiting a friend, and he like looked at me at the window like, "I'm going to get you."
Yeah. Well, I had a relationship with my bus driver. I had him all the way until I got a car. So I started with him in first grade.
Oh, what, that long? Like elementary through high school?
High school. So it was Mr. Honeycutt. Mr. Honeycutt.
That is a perfect bus driver name.
Yeah, it was. And he had his like black glasses, rim glasses, had kind of a flat, kind of a high top, and then he ended up, was losing a little bit of hair, but he always combed it straight back.
Kind of like a 50. They look from the 50s.
From the 50s. He wore he always wore slacks with white socks and black work shoes. You remember the shorter ones with the laces that were popular back then? And he would wear a short sleeve shirt. Didn't really matter what the temperature was, with probably a clip-on tie. Always wore a tie.
Yeah.
And occasionally he didn't. That guy saw me get my ass kicked so many times. I'm like, Mr. Honeycutt, you're so kind. I mean, he's like, can't get involved. And, and there's a couple times he goes, I heard what was going on. Sit up front. And Mr. Honeycutt literally opened up the door and let me take off and then close the door. And he goes, hold on. And he gave me time to run. Because he knew that the bullies, the older kids in the back were going for me.
Would get you when you got off the bus. He'd give you time to get away.
So where do older kids that are going to beat you up sit? In the back. Where do you sit when you know you're going to get beat up? In the front, and you're ready to go.
So you went to school at the time when elementary was like kindergarten to ninth grade?
No.
There was no middle school when you went to school.
Yeah,
right?
Kindergarten was not. There was kindergarten. That was at a separate institution, separate building.
But there was no middle school back when you. No. So that's why you're able to elementary to high school. You had the same bus driver.
Yeah. So what I did is I went to elementary school 1st through 7th.
Yeah.
1st through 7th. No junior high. High school was 8th through 12th.
Yeah. Okay.
And let me tell you, it's tough being an 8th grader. Being in the gym with seniors.
Yeah.
You're like,
well, that's why that's why they created middle school.
Yeah. I'm like, what, you got hair there? Hair grows there? Really? Oh my God. And you're like, I started changing quick and in the corner. I'm like, nah, you don't need to see my stuff. I see your stuff. It was what it was. But the one thing that's never changed is the hype on weather. And what we're going to discuss real quick, because Jeff is a weather hater. I'm a weather lover.
I'm a weather denier.
A denier. Yes, true. You don't hate on the weather. But here's a couple of people doing good work in the Atlanta metro right here in our city, trying to warn us for what's coming.
Saturday and Sunday first alert weather days for potential ice and significant ice. That will still be an issue early Monday on the roads as temperatures struggle to warm above freezing. Until that winter storm gets here, we do have rain in tomorrow's forecast. As you wake up and head out the door, we will see some scattered showers, so definitely allow some extra time as you head out.
It's going to be rainy and nasty. That's about it. Okay.
But here's what she did. She kind of let you know. She didn't hype on. This is where I'm giving her credit for a weather denier.
This is Jennifer Valdez on
Jennifer.
Our local Channel 5, I think.
Yeah, Jennifer's good stuff. She's on A&L or whatever that is.
AFN.
AFN.
Atlanta News First.
Atlanta News First.
Which is 11 Alive, right?
Yeah, keep in mind, if you just would have left it Channel 2, Channel 5, and Channel 11, we had you. We knew 11 Alive. Right. We knew Fox News was 5, and we knew WSB, Channel 2. But then y'all had to start renaming it. And then 46 came in, which I might add, they're hot. A lot of their weather girls are hot. But I'm a Joanne Feldman. I'm a Channel 5 guy.
Joanne Feldman's on Channel 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We like Joanne Feldman on the Yeah Come On show.
Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah, so based on Joanne Feldman, I'm like, hey, baby, what's going on? I used to call her all the time and ask for the weather. I'd talk about her, and she'd mention me on her broadcast. Go, yeah, Southside Steve's listening in to us this morning on Rock 100.5. I need to get her to do it for the Yeah Come On podcast.
Yeah, we should have her on.
Well, the Yeah Come On show, but it's still, whatever. It's a show. This is a 4-hour radio show done in 30 minutes. But no, Joanne had her things to say. That's who I follow. But I did grab a guy that's probably too much hype for you. Another news.
Oh no, this is from the national Fox News.
Oh, is this national Fox?
Yeah.
All right, that's legit.
Fox News alert: more than half the country is bracing for a potentially historic winter storm. The National Weather Service warning the massive system of dangerously cold Arctic air will produce heavy snow, sleet, and freezing rain in the southern Rockies starting Friday before it heads east and hits the
snow in the Rockies. What is that? Is that like news?
A little. But it's coming here. So they keep showing everything changes. And the one thing that confused me, and we talked about it yesterday, and they do their weather pattern hands. They're like, okay, this is the European weather, whatever that is.
Right, there's a European model and I guess an American model.
Yeah.
I don't know why they can't be on the same page.
Well, the American model's like, no, you're not going to get so much. Europeans like, you're going to get crushed 8 inches.
Well, the same thing with the hurricanes. When there's like hurricane predictions, there's a European version and then I guess a metric version
but there's a difference. The Europeans, they call for more than the U.S. does. So do you think, as a weather denier, we're getting anything?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think any sleet?
Maybe we'll have a little bit of ice, but it'll be. See, I grew up scarred as we were talking about going to school in the 80s. We'd always be like, oh my God, it's a snow day. We're not gonna have school. And it would never happen. Maybe once every 5 years there'd be a snow day. We did not have them back then here in Atlanta. And I would always get my hopes up. So that's why I don't ever think there's going to be snow, because there never was when I needed it.
Okay, so now maybe it comes as an adult. Maybe you get it. But now snow for you is just an inconvenience.
Exactly. It's an inconvenience. And especially, I don't like hearing all the hype and all the talk about it. And the milk and eggs,
All right.
Why does everybody want French toast when it snows?
I don't know.
And I would stock up on chips and salsa. That's all I need.
Chips, salsa, and beer.
Yeah.
Trust me, I got bourbon. I'm good. And the thing is, the good news is, if you lose power, all you do is move your food, as long as it's cold outside, and then everything stays cold because it's like 22, 23 degrees. Problem is, if you've got no power and it's 44 degrees.
Yeah. Again, the power doesn't go out. I haven't experienced a power outage in years.
Our guys are on it pretty hardcore, but my wife got spooked. So this morning, before even taking our youngest to school.
Wait, so Amanda's all in, like scared?
Yeah.
Spooked?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So you're having to run around preparing?
I went looking in our house, and I basically took the house and shook it. We don't have any of those battery packs that you charge and then you leave there, and then you can attach to that battery pack to juice your phone because there's no power.
Yeah.
You know how you charge
little battery or chargers.
Yeah, we're out of those.
Yeah.
And you know why? She told me like 3 or 4 years ago, get rid of those things. We're never going to use them. Have you ever used them? Now she's like, where are they? I'm like, Amanda, we threw them all out. She goes, well, just make sure. So we've got one, and she's charging the crap out of that. And I'm like, man, all I got to do is start the truck and pull it out of the garage a little bit just so it doesn't smell or set off the fire alarm, and charge a phone. Let it run for 20 minutes.
So you got plenty of charge.
And we got both cars are full. There's no issue. We've got the gas grill. I had to go out and get a new gas tank. Now the other one's fine, but she said get a backup. So I had to go get a backup. So now I got 2 of those babies. And then the other thing is she cleaned out the fireplace. So if we lose power, the Rickmans are sleeping on the main floor next to the fireplace.
And you can build a fire.
And we don't, and we'll do what we have to do. Yeah. We've got gas logs. We don't build it.
Oh, yeah. So you have a gas fireplace. Yeah, an old fashioned. Yeah.
So that'll keep us warm. So there we are. We're ready. I hope you're ready. This show will not lose its cool or freak the F out over the weather. That's our promise to you. Here's our other promise. We're going to talk about celebrities, things that maybe we don't care about, but I'm just going to bring it up anyway. CMC. Broadcasting live from the Exit Wealth Studios. It is the Yeah Come On radio show, is what I like to call it, because it is 4 hours of radio in 30 minutes straight. And we give you everything we think we need to give you. And we don't give you music until the end. And you got to click it to get it.
Yeah, you have to participate if you want to hear the music that we discuss at the end of the show on track 13.
Which I think is a little gift at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Gwyneth Paltrow. Did you know she was, I don't want to say nuts. That's not nice. She's crazy. She deals with anxiety. Would you still date her, marry her?
Sure. I like that she's holistic, and I love the phrase that she came up with.
What's that?
Getting divorced, when she got divorced from Chris Martin of Coldplay. Remember what they called it?
No.
Conscious uncoupling.
Conscious uncoupling.
That was their
way
way
of. That is an interesting word.
I thought it was that's I think the most brilliant thing that's ever come out of her.
Oh, okay. Well, because Brad Pitt dated her.
That was they dated, I think, when they did the movie Seven.
Yeah, the movie
which was a great
Seven.
movie, 1995.
I loved it. That's a dark movie.
Yeah.
But it was great acting, and it was very good. And you're right, they were married in the movie. And then she meets an not such a nice death, I guess.
Oh, what's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Yeah, that became an iconic movie line.
Yeah, it's what's in the box.
It's her head.
Thanks, Jeff. Spoiler alert for those of you that have not seen it. Now you know. Now you know she's not going to survive the movie, and now you know that Brad Pitt is going to be seeing someone. But no, Gwyneth Paltrow actually says she has anxiety, and she says shouting at the bushes helps. So she walks outside and yells at bushes.
This is a publicity. I don't know why she needs it, but this is a total planted story by a publicist. That's not real. No one really yells at bushes.
She said she does. It says right here. Says the actress who previously has spoken candidly about her mental health addresses her approach to managing anxiety, answering questions, and she said she yells at bushes. She goes, it helps. She goes out and just screams. Whatever it is she wants to say and what she's going through. Would you want to live next door to that? I don't think so. How about Mel Gibson? This is the dude, Lethal Weapon. That's my man. I mean, other movies, so many other things he's done, but that's where I fell in love with him.
He said the Jews run Hollywood.
Well, yeah,
when he got pulled over in Malibu that time. He was talking about the Jews.
I just want if Mel Gibson was here, he would say, thank you for bringing that up, Jeff. Really? I mean, it happened. He was mad, and that's where he broke away. And I think it was when he was ready to film Passion of the Christ, and he had no L.A. backing. Nobody would back him or anything. But they should have.
Jesus. That was way before all of this. Passion of the Christ when was that movie? I don't even.
It was 2004, 2003.
Okay, I thought it was older than that. I'm thinking of the Martin Scorsese one, The Last Temptation of Christ.
Oh.
That was another one that was done in the 80s.
Okay. Well, fair enough. But I can tell you that these kids, and listen to the names of his kids: Hannah, Edward, Christian, William, Lewis, Milo, Thomas.
Wait.
Robin. I mean,
how many kids does he have?
He's got 9.
Oh my God.
He's got 9, and he had them all with the same woman, Robin Moore, and the Australian dental nurse filed for divorce. That's where he met her, I guess, in Australia in 2009. But man, they had a long-standing marriage, 9 kids together, and she filed for divorce in 2009. I just didn't know Mel Gibson had that many kids. He was talking about it, and he started naming them. This was just like a few days ago, and I'm like, 9 kids?
Yeah.
How do you give love to that? I mean, honestly, when I've got 2, I make sure I'm not favoring one or another. How do you give the love? And they all ask a million questions. How do you grow up in a house with 9 kids asking dumb questions?
You have
nannies,
caretakers, nannies, and he's out making movies.
So he's not around it.
No, I don't think so.
Oh Lord! Well, too many movies, way too many movies. You got to be there for your kids. You were there for your kid at least for a few years, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's really nice of you, Jeff. And I can tell you, based on the mental illness of yelling at bushes, I just want to say that, Mark, I know you're out there, Markwell. I'm talking to you. David Markwell, he's been watching all of our shows, appreciates everything. MarkwellTherapy.com. That is a guy you should go to if you're dealing with any mental illness. And we're seeing a lot on the left with what's going on. I think Minneapolis, there should be like 20, 30, maybe 100 psychologists there just to talk these people down. The church thing, everything, people invent the law too. Like, no, this is legal. No, this is, do you know going into a house of worship is against the law? It's a federal offense to go in and to start acting out and doing crazy stuff.
To protest in a church?
Yeah, it's a safe
like what happened on Sunday.
Yeah, it's a safe place, the churches. All religions should have a safe place. Otherwise, you got security at your church. Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
These people stormed in and started yelling. Kids are crying. I've seen the aftermath of this, and the guy's like, "You're no Christian. You're no Christian." I'm like, dude, you got to chill.
Don't they have other things to do? Don't you want to sleep in Sunday morning?
Maybe.
You got to get up and go protest?
I just hope these people find a jail cell. And I hate to say it, but Steve MZ almost has to look at the protesters because there's like 4 or 5 that we're seeing over and over again. Paid protesters, but they're the ones running the show. And dude, they are becoming celebrities, and ICE is looking for them. And then there is one woman, and I'll mention this only because it's horrible. I'm not going to say her name or anything. All people were saying she's going to jail. She put it out on Instagram. I assume I called it immediately, and she's been taken off of Instagram. She was calling for people to go out and actually kill ICE.
She was calling for people to, that's one of the things that free speech doesn't cover. You can't, incite violence.
She was like, take them out, take them out. She kept saying it over and over again. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm watching this. Me talking about it is better than me playing the audio because I'm so against that, and it scares me for any police officer. It scares the hell out of me. A lot of my friends are first responders. If it comes to that, oh God, we are now you're looking at intense. I'm not saying martial law, but that can't happen. It can't. There's a few crazies out there that might listen to that idiot. So I hope she's in a jail cell. The reason I mention it, I saw it yesterday around 4 or 5 o'clock. Let's hope that she's in the news and in a jail cell, and this gets covered in the news. It hasn't yet, but I saw it on Instagram.
All right, so they pulled it off. Like she's not.
It's not there. I can't give you the audio. I could have given it to you when I saw it, but when I saw it, I went, "Oh my God!" There was only like 4 or 5 comments, and I'm like, "Who is this woman?"
Well, and you saw the clip of Don Lemon, going off on ICE.
Yeah.
Saying they can F off and they're pieces of S and they're fat and they're just, he was really like.
I heard him summed up on Gutfeld.
Yeah.
And I watch all shows to try to get a grasp. And they called him the Dingleberry of news.
Don Lemon?
Don Lemon. He's the Dingleberry of news that didn't get wiped off when they, and I was like, well, that's an interesting take. So I guess he's not respected by a lot of his peer group.
No. a lot of them, lost their credibility during COVID.
Yeah.
And that's just the bottom line. CNN, I remember that used to be,
the
go-to news.
My father, everything that happened, whether it was Princess Diana or John F. Kennedy Jr., everything, I went to CNN to watch it. I watched all of CNN, and then I got to the point going, because I'm in news and I have a brain, I'm like, these people are lying.
Yeah, well, that became exposed during COVID. So that's why the mainstream news is dead.
It is dead. Well, John Lemon could find trouble too. We'll see. Right now, I don't know where you're going. I don't know if it's going to be light and fluffy, but we're going to get into politics like we already haven't.
Polydictainment.
So yeah, big things in Switzerland with Trump. He made all these speeches and he got a lot done. We got the new. Have you heard about the big beautiful Board of Peace?
Yeah,
the Board of Peace. So it's going to be kind of, I guess, like a UN kind of thing. And he's the chairman. I don't know if he assigned himself or he was voted the chairman or whatever.
Right.
He signed this deal with other countries, and it's going to kind of be another thing to work with the United Nations to keep world peace, starting with rebuilding Gaza.
Oh boy.
And also he's. They say they've almost got a deal with the Russia-Ukraine conflict. They're down to one issue.
Yeah, there's
so
just one issue.
He met with Zelensky, and they're getting that hopefully worked out. And, of course, we got a framework for the deal with Greenland, where we're going to kind of take over Greenland or have access to it, to one degree or the other.
Yeah, I think that's what it should be. I don't think it should be a state. I don't think they're for it, but whatever. But you brought it up yesterday, and you're right. People don't remember the Louisiana
purchase. Or we bought it for like $5 or something. It was like we got a deal.
Well, I think we got Alaska for $7 million. Or something.
Okay, yeah, same thing. So we've been doing this. It's not that it's just when it comes out of Trump, it's people react and
lose their
like
minds.
if Obama had pitched this back 20 years ago, people would be like, "Oh my God, that's the best thing ever."
Mm-hmm. I know, and I saw his wife, Michelle, interviewed, and they were asking her about the White House and other things, and they said if Donald Trump creates or brings down a law that is voted in to do 3 terms, if he was running for his 3rd term, would Obama run against him?
Oh, that sounds fun.
And Michelle was like, absolutely not. She goes, I would attack that at the House. And I would do everything in my power from the home front to prevent that.
Oh, no.
She don't want him back in there.
Oh, no. I think, well, maybe Bill Clinton. Get Bill Clinton versus Trump.
He seems like he's not hitting on all cylinders anymore.
Well, I mean, they're getting, speaking of which.
And no, because then he's going to bring Hillary in as the vice president. Then Hillary's going to have him killed and she becomes president. I'm not doing it.
Just like, I think that was the plot of the Kevin Spacey show, House of Cards.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the name of the show?
I remember it was. He was on House of Cards. I don't know what you're talking about. I never watched it.
But it was a political thing, and and they were trying to figure out a way for someone to be president that really wasn't elected. But yeah, that's exactly what would happen. But seeing Trump when he made all these speeches in Switzerland, whether you like him or not, he's a great speaker. And compare that to some of the stuff that we just saw Biden when he would speak. I was watching these clips of Biden, just from a couple of years ago, and it's like, oh my God, this guy,
it's night and day.
This guy was running our country. Come on,
scariest thing in the world. So he's over there doing it, and if he can do it lighter and get Greenland or whatever, I did see on social media about 3,000, I guess it was Greenlanders. I don't know what to call them, going down this giant street to this area to protest. And I'm like,
at 3,000 Greenlanders, that's about like 5% of the population. There's only 50,000 people that live there.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that's it. And you know what? A guy brought up in the news, it was conservative, but he said, nobody cared about Greenland a month ago. Nobody cared. Now everybody's acting like they care. But you're okay with 1 million people being killed in this conflict between Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah, right.
You're not upset about that.
Yeah.
You want to keep that going based on the
military-industrial complex.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know if
and
you're
that's
right.
also what's going to happen if we do get into Greenland. We're going to build, military bases there. So it's military-industrial complex going to win either way.
It's going to win. I will say the only thing in politictainment, I don't know that Hillary would kill her husband to become president if he was elected, but I know there would be some way, somehow, that he would not be able to continue being president. She would get it.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way. And I'm not saying you would do it. Can't say that. Coming up, it's sports time,
we're gonna
baby.
call We get Skipper on the phone?
Yeah, get him on the phone. And while you do, I just want to say sports is brought to you by the service manager of Regal Nissan. Skipper's a sports little phenom, and he comes on with us live twice a week from Regal Nissan. We want to get him back in here. We're only about 15 minutes, 10 minutes away from the dealership. It's in Roswell, Holcomb Bridge, and Georgia 400. The service manager with a come on deal. It's Skipper. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are y'all doing?
Oh, we're doing good. We're just talking a little bit about politics, and Jeff is a weather denier.
Denier? What do you mean by that?
I just thought, I don't believe it's going to be a big snowstorm where the power out. We're going to be, this happens once every 30 years. So we had the big one in 1993.
And I was stuck at Georgia State for that one.
Okay, so and there was the 83 blizzard.
Yep, and I was having fun on that one and at home.
And that kicked off Longhorn Steakhouse.
It sure as hell did.
That's on Peachtree, the original one. It was open.
And guess who was bartending there? My cousin Angela.
Really?
My cousin Angela was there. George McCarroll, he was one of her favorite bartenders. She was stuck there, and dude, that is a legendary story.
It's a legendary Atlanta story, and it was the birth of Longhorn Steakhouse as we know it today.
Yeah. That's what happened. And then he put the big bullhorns over that location on a billboard because it was the headquarters.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you, Skipper, were you born in Atlanta or Georgia?
I was that north side.
Northside Hospital, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the. We got another Georgian.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, Skipper. What's in place for anybody that rolls in? I don't know. As service manager, y'all playing it by ear? Are you running a full crew tomorrow and Saturday? Is there service in the snow?
So as of right now, we're running business as normal, but obviously if something happens, we'll post it on all our social media to let people know if our hours change over the weekend.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. If somebody comes in and asks for the come on deal, what are they getting? What are they getting?
Right now, since it's 2026, we're doing a $26 off any oil change on any Nissan or Infiniti.
Look at that. Yeah, come out. Now give me some sports because I know we're looking at 2 games this weekend. I don't know if the weather could hurt either because obviously, Jeff, you do believe the North's going to get hit hard.
Yeah, but they're used to it. I'm talking when I talk about my weather denying, it's just Atlanta weather.
Okay.
Not the whole country.
All right, because we got a game in New England. So
No, it's in Denver.
Oh, it's in Denver. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw in the news that there might be snow in the Rockies. Oh, my God.
Yep.
Sorry, you got to deal with this right now. I'm having to deal with it, too. He's hateful. Hateful. So what do you think of that game? Because we've had a quarterback change. Take it, Skipper.
Yeah, so Bo Nix broke his ankle, second to last play of the game. They won it, but not without losing their starting quarterback. So Jarrett Stidham is going to take over as the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos, playing the New England Patriots. I mean, that's going to be a really big game. I would have probably taken the Broncos, but with Stidham being the quarterback, with Nix out, I'm going to have to ride with the Patriots on this one.
Yeah, and that's probably a no-brainer. That's probably what everybody's saying now. Does this dude have a chance? We've all seen, if you've watched any of these documentaries, Bledsoe, he's in place. The guy is the franchise, $100 million guy with the Patriots since the Patriots are playing. I felt like I'd bring this up. Now he gets hurt, almost dies. And then they pull up what's to become the GOAT, and that would be Tom Brady. And then when he comes back, they leave Tom Brady in. And he wasn't crushing it, but they saw him as the future, and they made a decision. I don't know anything about Stidham. Where's he been? How old is he? What has he done? Do you think this guy has a chance? Could he have a breakout game? He could.
I mean, I don't know if I would say he has a chance to be a Tom Brady. But I do think he has a chance to make an impact, especially with that team's defense. As long as he doesn't turn the ball over, the Broncos still have a good chance. But he's out of Auburn. He went to University right down here in Alabama, Georgia line. He's about 30 years old. He's been in the league for about 7 years now. Mm-hmm. He actually started out with New England, got drafted by them, then went to the Raiders, and then now been with Denver the last 3 years.
All right. There you go. So the guy is actually a former Patriot. So we'll see. So that game, obviously, you and the world thinks the Patriots are going to take it, which would make for a more exciting Super Bowl unless the world gets all Stidhamized and we think this dude's the new greatest thing and he pulls off a miracle. What do you think on the second game? quickly. Where do you see that one going? That's the Rams. I kind of like to see them in the Super Bowl, but they are playing in Seattle, the loudest stadium ever. And trust me, they got the 13th player with their fan base.
Yeah, that one's going to be a really close one. They played in Seattle this season, and Seattle won 38-37 in overtime. So 1-point game in overtime earlier this year. I think it's going to be another really close game. I'm going to have Seattle squeak it out because, like you said, the home field advantage. I think Seattle has one of the best in the league, and they're both two great offenses. You got Nakua with the Rams, and you got JSN with the Seahawks, two of the best receivers in the game. And, and you still got the Georgia boy, Matthew Stafford, with the Rams. But in the end, I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks over the Rams.
Well, there you have it. That is the prediction from the Service Center. That is Regal Nissan, and it's been in business since 1984. Family owned, second and third generation are on property, and that would be Bo and Holden Scott, Lane Kreider, the greatest GM ever, and then you've got Miguel, Southside Steve's personal tech. So when you get there, ask for Miguel. He'll help you. But if you want the come on deal, ask for Skipper. Come on. Thanks, Skipper.
Have a great weekend, guys. Come on.
Come on. And that brings me to Camp Wright RV. Camp Wright. These guys are going to do a big deal here, and you're going to know more about it. And I will be out at the location towards the end of the month. They're going to have some sales. It's one of those deals where you come in and financing is there and prices are there, and they're going to make all kinds of great agreements with you so that you have either your next home, if things are tough. For you guys that are about to get divorced, it's a great way to live in one of these. Even if you're still at the house, but the wife doesn't want you in the house. I'm giving worst case scenarios. Yeah. You know what I'm doing here. And then if you just want to travel as a family that loves each other, awesome. And the good news is everything they sell, you leave in the campground because it's a fifth wheel or it's a bumper hookup. They're 40 feet long to 10 feet to 12 feet long. That's Camp Wright RV in Loganville, and it's now time for Track 13.
All right, what do we got for Track 13 today? Is it going to be snow-related? Because we have this
yeah, it is going to be
storm coming or whatever.
I know, Jeff. If you haven't been watching or listening, I'll say it. Sometimes they say people need to hear things 3 times to understand it. Jeff, weather denier. So you think that most of these people are foolish that lose their minds, that get the bread, the milk, the water,
let's just
charge the batteries, get the generator out.
Yeah.
You think it's foolish?
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're going to...
It's okay to just sit. Even if it does snow, you'll be okay. It's not going to be for weeks at a time. Whatever toilet paper and eggs and milk you have will suffice.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. Really?
Unless you really want French toast that bad. I don't understand. I mean...
You don't have to have French toast.
Like again, if I'm going, I will stock up on chips and salsa.
Okay.
That's my staple.
If you are hooked up with Jeff, and it really goes 2 or 3 days, you're going to have no way of staying warm because he's not worried about it. You're not going to have any service.
You're going to have wine.
He doesn't have a generator. You're going to have wine, chips, and salsa. And the bad thing is he's probably going to light a fire and want you to lay next to him. You got to think about who you get stuck with, though.
Yeah. You
got to know where to be. There's certain places I'm like, honey, let's take the family on the road. But I'm going to play Ship of Fools because you think the weather people and all the people that freak out and all the milk and water and bread buyers are fools.
Yeah. I mean, here we
and
go.
Sunday First Alert weather days for potential ice and significant.
Yeah. Hey, she's just trying to do her job, Jeff. You hate her.
All right, World Party, right?
World Party.
Yeah, okay. So that'll be our track 13 today as we end the show. Of course, deep cuts. This song is not. Where did you hear World Party?
I heard it. I ran across it in the 80s, and it was probably about 88, and it was a couple of years old. And I just happened to hear it, and I just gravitated to it. And then when I got on 88.5 and 90 at Georgia State, when I went back to school, they had it, and I just started playing it. So to me, it was always a little alternative.
It's a kind of alternative, yeah. It's not like they're not really classic rock. You can't really, I can't really.
They're not a rock, but they're cool.
Definitely an 80s alternative, pre-99X, what we know as alternative.
Right.
They were kind of that.
And he was good.
College music is what they called it back then.
And they were good friends with U2 and talked to those guys, but they're out of England. They came out in '86. And there's several guys I could mention, but you're not going to know any of them. And the last time I know that they performed was like 2015, but it is a cool sounding song. They had 2 hits, Ship of Fools and Way Down Now, and She's the One. Over their history, those are 3 legitimate hits and definitely charted on the European charts.
Well, the only one that we know that is really was ever played anywhere is Ship of Fools. So that's what we'll do. You can watch the video, and the link is in the description. But that's how we'll end today's show with Ship of Fools World Party. It's the Come On Show.